This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Gear up for a hilarious night when Dane Cook returns to the Island Event Center. See his legendary style of stand-up comedy live at Treasure Island Friday, October 24th. Get all the details now, ticasino.com.
Oh, they're so lucky at TI to have him. While they get Adam Sandler, we get Mark Rosen. Hey, big round of applause for the legendary one, Mark Rosen. Well, it's kind of I'd call that a smattering of applause.
Well, it's a smattering of people in the stand.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Most people are in the shade.
Yeah.
You sit in those metal seats, and
it's like being a cat on a hot tin roof is what it's like.
Lobster.
Who starred in A Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, do you know?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
Paul Newman.
This guy's a movie maven. He knows everything about movies.
I blank out on many of them.
Yeah, but no, you guys.
I think that's right.
I think you got that right.
Yeah.
What was the movie about? I remember it was considered a great movie, but I'm
not even going to try to pretend that I remember the whole synopsis of that movie. It's been so long since I've seen it.
We're broadcasting live, Minnesota State Fair. We're in the shadows of the grandstand at Carousel Park, and we just had Michael Russo on for an hour talking hockey. We're going to talk some hockey a little bit later. We've got a couple of Frost players.
I know, it's exciting.
So we're going to do that at 2:15, and that'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Gopher football tonight. It all starts. The journey. Where they play the national championship game? Is it? Do we have any idea?
I don't know.
Is that at the Orange Bowl this year?
They alternated.
And where is the Orange Bowl? Miami, Tallahassee, Tampa. I don't even know. It's in Miami.
Yeah.
Mission to Miami. Oh, let's call it Mission to Miami. Brilliant for the Gophers.
Yeah, we're going to Miami.
Mission.
We're going to Miami.
Mission Miami is what we're going to dub the season. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Mission Miami. Highly unlikely they'll get there, but
yes, highly unlikely.
They open against Buffalo, which again, what happened is who's our athletic director again?
Mark Coyle.
So Coyle calls the athletic director at Buffalo and says, "Hey, I see you got an opening day 2025. How about we give you $500,000? You come here and be sacrificial lambs for us." And they go, "Okay, that's a good deal." That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like playing their next opponent. At least Buffalo's in a legitimate conference.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're not.
They're in the MAC.
The MAC has provided some really good football teams over the years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't honestly, if I were a betting man, I would not. I know those guys in the morning do that all the time now, but I think the Gophers are 16, 17-point favorites.
17.5.
That's too many, I think, in my mind.
Really?
I do. I think because it's the first game of the year.
They're going to pull out all the tricks?
No, I think they're
got nothing on tape.
More rust than rest, I think. I think that's the thing that in the first game of the year, I'm anxious to see the big heavyweight fight on Saturday, Ohio State and Texas. How good will those elite teams be? But Minnesota, I wouldn't think it would be like a 34-3 type game. I think it's going to be kind of a slug out. They'll
pull away late,
maybe. Maybe it'll surprise me. They'll be that good. But you never know what to expect. That's what happens, especially in college football. There's no preseason. This counts. This is it. I mean, and so we're off and running. It sounds like a lot of tickets have been sold. A lot of people are excited about it. Obviously, got the fair going on right now, and. Beautiful night for the opening of the college football season.
We have a new quarterback.
Drake Lindsay.
Blake, was it?
Drake,
Blake, whatever, as Archie Bunker would always say. We don't know too much about him. We know quite a bit about Coy Parrish, who is from Duluth Esco. He's considered one of the best players in the country. He had offers to go to a lot of different schools. He chose Minnesota. He had a banner opening season, and now both sides of the football, right? He's going to play some offense along with defense, correct?
Yeah, and he really didn't even they were talking about him this morning on PA's show, and he didn't even start that many games last year, at the beginning of the year.
Right.
And he came on like gangbusters at the end, and just a force on defense and just all over the field. And I think you'll see that tonight. And as you mentioned, he'll also play some wide receiver. So I'm not saying he's going to be the next Travis Hunter, but it's unusual in this day and age to see at that level to see a player play and contribute on both sides of the ball. He's obviously known for his defense, but he's just got mad athletic skills, so they want to take advantage of that.
Do we have any indication? Do they expect him to be a brilliant, will he start at wide receiver, or is he just going to come into it?
I think he'll be a guy that's spot duty, but I think PJ wants to kind of see how it all fits, but I don't think he's going to be playing in every series. Right. I think he's just...
Well, if
he's really good.
If he's really good, he probably will, yeah.
Well, that's if he earns that spot, he can...
One of the reasons he came to Minnesota is PJ said, hey, I'll let you play both sides of the ball here eventually. So that was the draw for him.
And the important thing with you mentioned Nil and everything is not so much that he's signed here, but he's staying here. I mean, that's the thing. Every year, there's all these players are basically free agents. And the Nil, the Dinky Town, whatever it's called, is working. They're getting some other good players from around the country, and it's hard to keep these guys year after year because if you get really, really good like a Coy Parrish, those top programs are going to be throwing a lot of money at him, and he's been very loyal so far to the U of M.
Yesterday we went game by game. You got the Gophers going 9-3.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it. I don't know. I mean,
you got them 9-3. I thought you were going to go 10-2, so I like your restraint.
Yeah, I don't know about Cal. I couldn't even tell you one thing about Cal. That's the one game that...
Well, they're in California. I know that.
Are they?
That's the one thing we can...
Aaron Rodgers used to play for them.
That is true, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about them. They might be gangbusters, so that might be I might look really foolish making that pick. I know they're not going to win at Oregon or Ohio State. What's the other one they said they were going to lose to? Iowa? Because they don't beat those...
Well, we just beat Iowa.
My wife, thinking Hawkeyes.
We just beat the Hawkeyes 2 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, I think they did.
So
they got the pig.
That was the one where PJ went out on the field afterwards, after everybody was gone and the field was empty, and he just stood out on the field and he was soaking it all in because they said you can't beat Iowa, and he did. He beat Iowa, and he's beat Wisconsin.
That's always big rivalry game. Yeah. So I know again they're great unknowns. Who knows? If they went 9-3, I'd actually be pretty surprised, but it'd be a nice surprise.
I think you are underestimating this Buffalo team a little bit.
Yeah.
You mean to tell you some things about Buffalo?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I would say their running back, All-J Henderson, is probably the best player on their offense. He was 5th in scrimmage yards in the MAC a year ago. They got a couple all-conference O-linemen returning, Trevor Brock and Tyler Doty, excuse me.
Of course.
Linebacker Red Murdoch, he's the guy you got to worry about on the defensive side of the ball. He's their best defensive player. I would say NFL caliber talent.
Okay.
And then their quarterback, Taquan Robertson, this is his 6th year. He's a 6-year player. This is his 4th school. He played at Penn State, UConn, K-State. He was actually in the same recruiting class as Jaden Daniels and Sam Howell.
That's really...
So just give me a little info on Buffalo.
That's why I don't think the Gophers are going to win by 17. It seems like way too many points.
And Tenneby knows this because he subscribes to the Buffalo University television network. Much like you would watch all the UCLA games, you watch the Boston College games. Tenneby's got his eye on what's happening at Buffalo. So
correct.
I do have a question for you on the notes that Nordo wrote for PA. I mean, the ones that I studied myself. I didn't know this. So Drake Lindsay, his dad, uncle, and cousin and grandfather all played football at Arkansas. Mm-hmm. His grandpa, Jim Lindsay, played for the Vikings from 1966 to 72. I don't know anything.
I remember him.
What can you tell me about Jim Lindsay?
He was a serviceable running back. He wasn't, this was during that Bill Brown, Dave Osborne, pre-Chuck Foreman years. Jim Lindsay was just that workman-like running back. He could do a little bit of everything that Bud trusted him with in terms of running the ball, catching the ball. But that's a really good, interesting little tidbit.
Oh, I have another one.
I put a lot of work into that.
I also have another one. His great uncle is George Lindsay, who starred as Goober on Gomer Pyle.
He was an underrated character on Gomer Pyle.
Yeah, not on Gomer Pyle. I'm sorry, but on Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith. Right.
Yeah, so George Lindsay.
Right.
Yeah,
so many Lindsays.
Exactly. Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we do, we got some Frost players coming over to join us. So we'll do that next. We're broadcasting live from the Minnesota State Fair. Common Tenneby and Mark Rosen. Mouth Guitar Guy will close out the show as well. We're at Carousel Park, Shadows of the Grandstand, right here on the Fan. afternoon and welcome back to the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. We're at Carousel Park in the shadows of the grandstand. I'm the common man, Dan Cole. He's interim/bridge producer/luxury producer. That would be Tenna B. The legendary Mark Rosen is here, and we're excited and delighted to be joined by a couple of Minnesota Frost players, Taylor Heise and Grace Zumwinkle. Thanks, gals, for coming by. We do appreciate that.
Thank you.
How busy are you here at the fairs? This isn't your only stop, I bet. I bet you're bouncing all around, or is this it?
No, we have another stop. We'll be signing some autographs.
Oh, cool.
At the Wild booth, Wild/Frost booth.
Yeah, very good. And where's that located?
I am very unsure. I just know it's by Machinery Hill.
Okay, Machinery Hill.
Going that way.
Yeah, I know where Machinery Hill is well. You guys have had two really, really good seasons. I mean, you've won the World Championships back-to-back years. What's next? Can you three-peat?
I think we have what it takes. I mean, you got to pull it together at the right time, but I think we have what it takes.
Well, that's what you've done the last 2 years. Because if I'm mistaken, weren't both years kind of almost carbon copy, where you guys were kind of struggling a little bit late, and then all of a sudden, boom, took off and had a great playoff run?
Seemingly, we said after the first year we weren't going to do that again, but we decided it was good luck, so we kept going.
Very good.
But yeah, I think this year, those who know our league, we had a little bit of expansion, so they took some of our players. Some Seattle and Vancouver are two new teams, but we had some players that obviously were taken to those teams, and I think we picked up some good draft picks, but we'll see what this year entails. It's fun to see and be in new places, so we're excited to be in Seattle and Vancouver.
I was actually going to ask about that very topic because I think it's pretty rare. And obviously, as in professional sports, you're going to lose players, right? You're not going to have the same team that you had the year before. But to win back-to-back championships, you have 9 returners, which is that's more than most teams get dismantled. So obviously, you're happy with the way the last 2 seasons. But how weird is that to basically you're kind of starting over to a certain extent here?
Yeah, like this summer, we're training with even some of the girls that were taken from us and gone to other teams, and it's weird to not say, like, your teammate anymore. It's weird to not say, oh, yeah, I'll see you in, like, a month and at Tria Rank and at Xcel Energy Center. So, we're excited about it. It's definitely something different, but at the end of the day, you just got to think of it as growth in the women's game.
And you guys are also, you just hit it on the head, the growth of the women's game. You guys are absolutely paying it forward already. I'm sure you know by the reaction of the young girls who play hockey and come to your games and are playing themselves that you're really good role models. So have you picked up on the fan interest for your team in really a pretty quick hurry?
Yeah, I think it's awesome to see the support that the state has given us. I think with a new league, you never know what it's going to look like. And I think when the league first came into play, they were like, we'd be happy with 1,000 fans at a game. And to see like our finals with 13,000 fans
amazing
is cool. But like we both, the only goal, like highest that you could play was to play for the Gophers one day, and like we were both very fortunate to play, but now to like take it to a whole nother level and be able to say like I'm a professional hockey player and to continue to strive for that's I think what it's all about.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the first year your team didn't have a nickname.
No.
Then they became
Team Minnesota.
Yeah, then you became the Frost. Did you like the name the Frost, or were you like crushed when you heard it, or did you go, that's the best name of all of them? What was your reaction to being the Frost?
I think when we figured out that it wasn't the Purple Rain, which is what we wanted, we were a little bummed. But after that, I think we looked at some of the, the color schemes and the names and stuff. I think we were pretty happy with it. It's obviously one we've taken, and
you like that purple lavender comment, whatever it is. I do too. I think it's a
Vikings.
Great look. Yes, I think
and this year, it's actually we're going to be having some interesting gear. We'll have some colors on our gloves and our helmets and
a little bit of a
freezers.
teaser.
So yeah,
little teaser.
Yeah,
and lavender is one of the colors. So
yes, very good.
This might be a cliched question, but you two are both from Minnesota. You both played at the University of Minnesota. What is it like at the professional level to be playing in the place where you grew up? And I know you don't have the history of looking up to the Frost that some of these Wild players had, but to almost kind of also put that statement and make that history for the girls that are watching you. What does that mean for you guys to play in your home state?
I think it's so cool. I mean, you dream of playing professional hockey, and like take Brock Faber, for example, for the Wild, and it's like you grew up looking at all these role models that have kind of paved the way for you, and we've been very fortunate to be the beneficiaries of that. But I think at the same point, like having your family in the stands at every single home game, or just people that come out and support you that have followed you from your start of your career all the way forward, is something that we both take pride in. I think it helps the fan base as well relate to players.
Think about this: if the Frost organization stays around long enough, they'll be looked upon as the Bill Goldsworthy and J.P. Parisis of the Frost.
You're mentioning names they have literally zero.
Before they were born.
You do.
I do.
But that's what I'm saying,
That was
because
from
those
before
are
I was born.
those are two legendary Minnesota
are.
North Star
They
players.
are.
They were with the very first North Star team, and
They were.
anybody from that era that knew the North Stars like Rosen and I did, well, those two names come to mind right
No,
away.
you're right.
You will
You're right.
be the J.P. Parisis and the
there
Bill
you go.
Goldsworth. That was a compliment.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
All right,
I'm just
I
saying
just wanna make sure.
No.
Let's talk about the roster construction of the team, right? At least with expansion, you're returning a lot of offense up front. You're returning both goalies. Obviously, the blue line took a little bit of a hit. How do you? I know you guys made some draft picks on the blue line, but how do you go about filling in a spot that was a big time strength for you guys the last couple seasons? A big reason you guys were winning.
Oh, for sure. Obviously, we don't make the biggest bucks. That's our coach's job and decision. But, all the time you look at, your roster, how deep you are. All the teams this year and coming in are going to be really good. Last year, I think we were all super deep. And then this year, I think it'll spread out a little bit more. But, yeah, you got to look at the draft picks. Like, a lot of these girls coming straight out of college are going to be thrown right in the front lines of our team and a lot of front lines of other teams, too. So just taking their job seriously and being as, I guess, not vets, but I would say we're half vets at this point. Try to, get them into what they're going to get themselves into right away in practice, like practicing hard, doing all that. But also there's a lot of girls that we do know that are trying out for our team too that don't have a contract that I think are really impressive, and we're excited to see what they can do. Defensively is definitely where we're going to need to stack a little bit, a few more people on there.
How important is the television element in the future as far as building up not just more people to get eyeballs, but also from the salary standpoint? We've seen what's going on in the WNBA, that you guys potentially be able to make a whole lot more money. It seems like your games are on TV a lot, right?
I'm not sure what the TV component will look like this year. I know in the first 2 seasons they've had a free YouTube stream, which has been just great for accessibility. I'm not saying the dollar wise, but to be able to just search on YouTube and pull it up free of cost is, I think, something that's really helped us get.
And you know where it is every time, too.
Yeah,
correct.
Right,
yes.
right.
Grandparents can get that.
Yes.
Yes, and that helps us get fans.
That would
in the
help
door.
me.
You have chocolate all over
Yeah, I know.
your face.
Do you guys have enforcers in your league?
Yeah, I would say as anyone, and I think in our league now, there's more hitting involved, and there's a lot of.
Now we're talking.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more physicality, and we take more brutal hits, I would say, than normally we did in college or even USA sometimes. So we do have some enforcers. Unfortunately, ours got traded to Montreal, but we'll come up with another one, I'm sure. But yeah, it's definitely nice to have someone that has your back and would absolutely hop the bench if they needed to get out there.
Is there fighting going on? Do you guys drop the gloves
There
off?
was the first official fist fight.
Really?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Helmets have to stay on though. That's the rule.
Okay, was the Frost involved in that?
No,
Oh.
it was.
It was Ottawa and Boston.
Yeah.
Those two teams don't like each other much. We know that.
No, they do not as well. But I think there's a rule where you get not a warning, but I don't know if your team gets the warning or you get the warning. So, I mean, realistically, there's one time you could just go out there and say, screw it, let's do it. And
Let's do it. Have you ever?
That's your motto.
Have either one of you felt like doing that on the ice? Have
You
ever
would
said-
literally rather never.
Considering I've had one penalty on the year, I don't really think that's
probably
my
not.
card.
I was going to say, who in the league would you least wouldn't want to fight?
Abby Rock.
Or Kelly
Or
Babstock.
Kelly Babstock. She's tried to fight me once.
Really?
Yeah. It was. She's an enforcer, though, so that's
Okay.
why.
Well,
Yeah.
what did you do to her? Why did she want to
No,
fight you?
we were winning
You
in
cheap
the
shot her?
You can't
championship.
back down.
Oh.
You can't back down.
No.
Oh, so she was a poor loser. It was like she was going to do a cheap shot.
Yeah,
because
that was
They're
her-
top players.
That's
They
her
go
job.
after the top players.
sad.
Well,
So when does your season begin? When you can start reporting to camp and start skating in earnest and get ready for and how many games is your schedule?
So training camp, I don't think that's officially been announced yet, but I think it's somewhere in the mid-November time.
Oh, not till then. Okay.
With the U.S. national team right now, we have some one-week training camps each month. So we'll be heading out to one of those in the next couple of weeks.
I was going to ask you, where in the process are we of? We at the Olympics this winter. Where are we in the process of forming a team, and how much do you hate Canada?
it's just an absurd amount, actually. But yeah, so we just had a camp in Lake Placid for 2 weeks, and then we have a camp the first week of every month until I think it's this month and then next month. And then we play Canada in a 2-game series in November and December. And then you just break a little bit during that time for the PWHL, and then they'll break again for the Olympics. And then usually they make the team in December.
When the two of you started playing hockey, there was no women's professional league, so you had no idea that this was probably coming down the pike. How cool is it that you can do that? And if there wasn't a women's professional league, what do you think the two of you would be doing right here? Do you know what you would be doing? Do you have any idea?
I mean, that's $1 million question. I think I would either be working in finance or try to
She's very smart.
make a career as a professional golfer. But
Really? Common.
Yep.
Oh, you play a little golf too.
Oh, she doesn't just play. She's phenomenal.
I can compete out there.
Really?
She's very good.
What's your handicap?
You can look my chin up.
That's a statement, Common.
Scratch? 1, 2?
Yeah, it's about that.
Oh, wow.
I shot a 77 at the Legends today.
Really?
41.36.
Not bad.
Now I was playing a mix of blue and white. I was only playing just shy of 6,300 yards, but I can't hit it very far anymore.
Incredible.
Yeah, when
Know your
I
strengths.
play, my dad makes me tee off from white.
Oh, does
because he goes, if you can hit it that far, you should be able to play that far back.
A lot of hockey players are really good golfers. That's a truism, I think. That's what I found.
Yeah.
Right?
Until you see me play golf.
Until you, well, not everyone.
What's the strength of your game? Is it? Well, I had a scratch. It's all good, I'm sure, but like a short game putting.
I mean, my motto is to keep it in the fairway and 2-putt for par.
Yeah.
So I just try to keep it straight.
And it's always straight. Like, I was golfing with her and Parker, and she's like, da-da-da-da-da, boom, straight down the fairway. Like it was like 10 in a row where it just, like, never wavered.
that's
It just
not-
goes-
You're engaged to Parker Fox, right? Is that
That one right there.
No, I mean you are. I'm sorry.
That would be a whole nother story.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Yes, I am.
You are. Mm-hmm. Did he get down on bended knee?
He did, somehow.
And was he still as tall?
Didn't get back up.
Was he still as tall as you were? Because he's like, isn't he 6'9"?
Yeah, I think he was, like, up to here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your shoulder, she's motioning to her shoulders.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. For radio people.
He was able to get those knees down there, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back up, I might have had to help him up. I'm not.
What would you be doing? She'd be either finance or playing pro golf. What would you be doing?
Maybe playing basketball somewhere.
Oh, really?
Maybe WNBA. My parents played basketball. My brothers played basketball in college. So no one's ever played hockey in my family, and just
cool.
decided to start it when I was young.
Cool.
So
What do you guys do now that you are professionals for like off ice training, or not off ice, but training during the summer? Because it wasn't long ago where women who wanted to play in the U.S. national team, you're doing that, but you're also doing a full-time job on the side. So now that you can kind of keep 100% of your focus on playing hockey, what does your training look like in the summers?
yeah, it's fun for us because me and her usually spend most days together, whether that be on ice, off ice training. So we work out in the morning usually together. We'll go skate either once or twice in the middle of the afternoon, and then kind of go home and do what needs to be done around the house, I guess, for me. And I like to be outside and walk and stuff. So just kind of depends on how many skates and stuff we have. But
Where do you play most of your golf?
My family belongs to Winsong.
Ooh, Windsong.
Oh, we like Winsong.
Common would love an invitation.
Tom Lehman designed golf.
Yes.
Really? And now you have a brand new 18 to play as well, don't you?
That is correct.
What do you think of the new 18?
It's a tough one.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, you have a lot of blind shots,
Okay.
which I'm not always a huge fan of, but it's definitely a different feel than the original.
Do you like the original better?
Well, I've played it for so
Yeah.
long that I kind of know where to hit and where to avoid, so I'm a little biased.
I think 11 through 18 on the original is as good as anything in town. The 11th hole through the 18th. Front side's good, but I love 11 through 18.
Yes.
Those are such great golf holes out there.
I would agree with you.
See, look, we both know golf.
You guys ought to get together and
seriously.
Well, she doesn't.
Figure this out.
The guest fee, she doesn't want to pay that. Unless you loan me her loaner money.
me. Okay.
I care more about the golf than the hockey.
Is there anything else you would suggest as far as growing the league, growing the game, or do you like the trajectory it's on right now?
Yeah, I think obviously with the expansion, you want to continue winning. You want to keep your players. It's obviously sucked for that, losing friends, losing teammates. But at the end of the day, you just have to do what's right for the game. And if that means suffer a little bit and lose a friend here and there, we'll be okay. We'll trek on. But I do think it's important to also, like, you look at the WNBA, like when they have, I think they've even tested new like rules on our league, which we think is super cool. The golden rule, the jailbreak rule. So those who don't know, the jailbreak rule is if you get a penalty and your team scores while you're on the penalty kill, so you have 4 and they have 5, your person comes out of the box, which in the NHL is not a rule. And then the golden rule, I also think is really cool when you do playoffs. The number 1 pick gets to pick between 3 and 4 of who they want to play. And we've seemingly been in that 3 and 4 every single time.
Yeah.
And number 1 has never made it out of the first round. So it's been cool to see that too.
That is a good rule. Yeah.
Why do you think you guys have had success once you get to the playoffs? You think is it a different style of hockey that you feel like you're built for, or what sticks in your mind as to why you guys tend to turn it on when you get to that point?
I think you look at the depth of our team. It's something that, like, from top to bottom, that we always take pride in. You look at the people that are scoring goals in the playoffs. It's not necessarily your first line center or whoever it is. And it's like we've had every line contribute throughout every single game, and I think that's just been the driving force for us through it all. And then we also have awesome goaltending that has kept us in a lot of games.
Backstops back there. You can't say much more.
You like those 2-1 games, don't you?
Oh my gosh!
And we love overtime.
Any win, we'll
Multiple
take.
overtimes.
Yes.
Taylor, you had a hockey camp going. I saw a video of. Is that still ongoing, or is it done?
No, so that was it was a 3-day camp.
Oh,
Grace actually
okay.
helped out with that too.
Very cool.
Was super fun.
Yeah, it looked like you're having a blast.
It's fun to give back to. Like, we get so much stuff given to us and different opportunities. We want the kids to be able to see that was a thing. Like, I never got to go to a camp like that when I was young. I'm sure she didn't either. So
I'm involved with youth hockey right now and was with 8 to 6-year-olds and heard rave reviews about the Frost camp. So you guys did a great job and keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting married to Parker Fox.
Correct.
You laughed when I thought it was you. Do you not like Parker Fox?
Oh, I love Parker.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes.
No, well, funny story
We'll
about
establish
Parker.
that.
He was traveling in Czech Republic with my parents for the World Championships, and by the end of the 2 weeks, my mom looked at him and was like, "I would adopt you tomorrow."
Really? So he could be your brother, actually.
Yes, he could be.
Yeah. Well,
But
that
he
would
was
be cool.
always down to do anything. If they were going to go play tennis, he'd be like, "What time? Where do I need to be?" So we love this, his energy.
And Lori,
We
her
love
mom, would
Parker.
beat his socks off in tennis. So
And you know when he sees the color yellow,
Yeah.
all he thinks about is Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawks.
Yes.
I know we've talked about
Yeah,
that.
that's what he said. When he
What
sees
a
the
bold
color yellow, I mean,
statement.
you think about that. Anytime he sees the color yellow, it's the first thing that pops
That's
into his
it.
mind. It's crazy.
I'm a big CC22 fan too.
Are you?
So I
Okay.
can't
Yeah.
say
we were
anything.
at the game, the Lynx game the other day, but she wasn't playing.
No, she's been hurt for quite a
Yeah.
while, actually.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Well, thanks
Great.
for coming by.
Yeah,
thank you
wonderful.
guys.
Thanks
This
for
is
sharing time with us.
amazing.
Yeah, we had fun. And good luck to you. And let's do a three-peat.
Yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
We thank
Next
you very
year, you
much.
got to get the Frost logo up on the wall.
There you go. Yeah,
I
we
agree
do.
with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
No
What is
kidding.
with that? You'll have to get with somebody else. That's out of mine. That's
We
not
got to
my
get them on a
department.
radio station.
Yeah, there you go. That's great. Well, hello. That's Grace Zumwinkle and Taylor Heise. They're with the Minnesota Frost. We'll take a break. We'll come back. One more segment to go live from the Minnesota State Fair at Carousel Park in the shadows of the grandstand right here in the Fan. Back here at the Minnesota State Fair, I'm Comedy's 10 to B. That is, and Mark Rosen is here as well. We had Taylor and Grace here. And of course, accompanying them was the legendary Mr. Fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Fun
How about
works with the Frost now. It was so good to see him. He's not a scratch golfer. He's not even close to a scratch golfer. As a matter of fact, when I watch him golf, I scratch my head and say, why is he playing? No, it's really true. But I like to get out with Mr. Fun and play a little golf. What was the note you sent me from Micah Parsons? There are a lot of teams inquiring about trading for him from the Dallas Cowboys. Could one of those teams be the soon-to-be big game world champion Minnesota Vikings? Why not?
No.
Why wouldn't we?
Imagine what the cost would be.
Well, it's okay. We got money. We got a lot of money under the cap.
We got
I
a
thought.
billion draft picks now.
Yeah.
Not that any of the Dallas Cowboys would be interested.
Well, we could trade him futures. We could trade him a future
Well, this has
one.
been, Jerry Jones with his ego and everything about, it's about him in the Dallas Cowboys has insisted that Micah Parsons would be signed, sealed, and delivered and ready to play their opener against the Eagles next week from tonight. And now all of a sudden the worm has turned a little bit, and it sounds as if Parsons' side has really dug in, and maybe there will be a deal to be made. I think for Viking fans, their biggest fear is that he'll end up as a Green Bay Packer. That would not be a good thing, but that's
Is that a name you've heard, or
that's just a team of
a team
thrown
of-
out there against the wall.
okay.
It doesn't mean anything, but I'm just saying that would be the worst for you, having a player that dominant. But Parsons, we was seen last week laying on the table. He wasn't even in uniform, laying on the medical table or whatever at a preseason game.
He's young. This is a long-term deal. It's not.
I know, but this is the thing. I still think.
Him and B-Flow together would be a dream.
Oh my God, that would be too.
what if I told you my sources
You can move him
say,
around?
What if I told you my sources say he and Aiden Hutchinson are going to be paired up?
I would hate that.
Above average.
Yeah. Well,
Then you may as well just give him the Lombardo, right?
basically, that would be.
I like the Twins fan in the stands. He's wearing the brown paper bag over his
He's got a paper bag over his head. I saw him blow the game last night. I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Yeah. double off the wall, lost 9-8. They say scored some runs.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, it's about getting the draft pick now. That's all that matters.
So we don't think Micah's coming here.
I don't think so.
You'd like him here, wouldn't you?
Well, who wouldn't want to have Micah Parsons? But I mean, I think that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, Adam Thielen talked to the media today.
What do you have to say?
For the first time, he says, "I thought the last time I'd see you guys, meaning the media, would be when I was coming back to sign a one-day contract when I was retiring."
Right.
And here I am, lo and behold. And he said a lot of nice things about his former quarterback, Bryce Young, down in Carolina, because he got a lot of heat in his first year, and said all the right things about him. And of course, talked about his excitement level coming back here. And Carson Wentz also spoke to the media today, so it's the first day that the newcomers.
What they have to say? Did you listen in?
I did not. I did not hear it. I'm just looking at some quotes. The other news that came out of Viking camp today, and both Alec Lewis and Ben Gessing have been reporting it, is that Viking safety Harrison Smith
have been traded.
Has missed.
He was traded like a week ago.
Has missed practice since August 11th with a personal health matter. Smith is recovering. It's not expected to be a long-term situation. Obviously, a critical component of
what do you think it is?
Defense.
Ear infection?
I don't know what it is. It's not a contract problem. It's just he's got a health issue that.
Toenail fungus?
I don't have any idea. You have that.
I do.
Yeah, that's
it's debilitating. You want to see it?
No, I do not. I do not. So let's hope that Harry the Hitman will be.
What if he's got African sleeping sickness?
Well, that would be bad. Yeah, I don't think there's.
Well, the positive news is they haven't put him on IR or any of those types of lists.
No, which is a good sign. So, correct.
You know what's starting to annoy me a little bit?
What's that?
Even though I'm not sold on J.J. McCarthy, everything I read about the Vikings is, well, who knows? Because the one today was, there was a story in CBS Sports .com that said the one thing that could just blow it up for every team in the league or something like that. And of course, with the Vikings, it was like, J.J. McCarthy ain't it. And they said the same thing about the Bears, too. Caleb Williams ain't it.
Yeah.
And I guess, truth be told, if those guys are busts, both those teams are in some trouble for a while. And that could be any team that gets a franchise or a guy that they think is going to be the franchise quarterback and it doesn't pan out, they lose 3 years, and then they have to get another guy. And if he's not any good, that's another 3 years. You can lose half a decade if you don't get that quarterback
my
right.
question for that, I don't know, that individual who said that is, what are you basing it on?
The fact that he barely has thrown a pass in the National Football League, I guess.
I understand that, but you can go on either side of that. I wouldn't suggest that J.J. McCarthy is going to be all pro and lead the Vikings to the big game any more than I would say he's going to be a flop. I mean, how do you come up with this? I don't know.
The last quarterback.
He's got a great surrounding. He's got a great surrounding cast.
The last quarterback.
Yeah.
That threw for less than 3,000 yards and rushed for less than 500 yards in his senior season was Joey Harrington.
You mentioned
hit the dun, would you?
Okay.
Well, what if that's a fact? That's the number.
You didn't have to do any more than that at Michigan.
All right.
No, I don't know. We've said it since the moment he came back this year in training camp. Let's wait till we get to the opening game against the Bears as the kick-starting part. And you're going to make, you of all people, are going to make the biggest rash judgment. You're going to be texting me Monday night in the first quarter. I can just close my eyes and look at my phone right now.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I wouldn't do anything like that.
If JJ throws a bad pass, it's going to be, what do you think of JJ now?
That's what I'm going to say.
You're going to go, aren't you glad they wasted a pick on him? They could have kept Sam Darnold.
Put all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah, and what are they thinking?
Could have had A-Rod. He was begging to come here. But no, you know what?
Why don't you just write me the tweets right now?
Well, we've got JJ, and he's the answer to everything.
No, well,
we could have had Rodgers. He wanted to come here.
You can have Rodgers.
Was he not begging to come here?
Yeah, he was. I wasn't begging, but he was definitely wanted to be here. Everybody wants to be around the AOC and Brian Flores and the rest of the gang. They are loaded right now, but now they got to go out and win.
You like this club, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I like their off. I've said this over and over again. It's not about obviously they've had Justin Jefferson. They've had last year Grenard and Van Ginkel and everything. Now, they got the offensive line and they got the defensive line. That's what I'm saying is going to keep them in, especially the offensive line. Is going to keep them in a lot of games, and it's about winning one-score games. The Vikings had a lot of success with that. They did last year. It's easier said than done. You can't have those critical turnovers, et cetera, et cetera. You know the story.
Russo
He just bolted out of here.
Well, he got a phone call. Do you think it's Guerin, Kaprizov's agent?
Kaprizov, maybe. Huh?
What if it's Kaprizov's agent saying we're going elsewhere? We're going to play out the season and we're done.
Yeah, he bolted out of here. He was just on your show, wasn't he?
Hell yeah. He was always also on with PA, and he's going to be on with Barrero.
It's Michael Russo.
Think about that. He's going to all three. And then he told me he's going to try to force his way on the Gopher halftime show. He's going to get on as many places as he possibly can.
He could. That's right. It's at 7 o'clock tonight. The pregame show's at 5, right? I believe so.
Yeah. And then Vikings a week from a Monday. And
it seems like an eternity to wait.
You and Ronnie Johnson and Pete Bursich and Ben Lieber back together, back at it
Yeah,
again.
We're actually going to be on Sunday morning. The Vikings are playing Monday night. It's
okay. Okay, I get it.
Because the NFL season on Fox kicks off a week from Sunday. So
you won't do it on Monday. You'll do it on Sunday.
Next week we're going to do it on Sunday morning from, 10 to 11, I believe.
My favorite segment is Sink or Sail.
We're bringing it back just for you.
Are you really?
Yep.
I love Sink.
Lieber won it last year, so we're going to.
Did he really?
Yeah, he won it.
He's got a great football mind. You know what I didn't realize, and he confirmed that when he was on with this, he played for the Bears under Mike Ditka, and I didn't know that either. I didn't realize that.
He got around.
He said Ditka was a teddy bear. That's what he said. He said he was under that gruff exterior. He was a
teddy bear.
You know what else he told us?
No.
He was actually supposed to carry the ball instead of the refrigerator. Touchdown, but he couldn't find his helmet, so they threw the fridge in there. So what Lieber's, he confirmed it, did he not?
Little known facts about Benjamin Lieber.
Yeah, he confirmed all that.
Yeah.
So this is it for you for the fair. This is your Frank Sinatra moment. You did it your way. You're gone, right? This is Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
This is it. And you saw a lot of people out here.
I did.
Took a lot of selfies.
It's been a lot of fun. It really has. And my lovely wife is out here today, and we're going to be hitting a few of the favorite fair foods.
Going to go over to Blue Barn?
Probably going to head that way.
Can I tag along? I need
some more of that blueberry lemonade.
Oh, that blueberry lemonade is it's the best.
Secret recipe.
It is. It's really good too. Well, good. Well, thank you. Good to see you again.
Pleasure.
Yeah, that's the legendary Mark Rosen. I'm Common Man. He's 10 to B. Let's have a big round of applause for the legendary Mark Rosen for all his contributions to the fan. And now it's that time. Close out. 2 more appearances by Mouth Guitar Guy here. Right now, he will be coming on the air. Then he'll be on again tomorrow. And then we will do probably the most awaited musical act every year, not just at the State Fair, but in Minnesota. We do dueling mouth guitars to close out the show. I'm the only mouth guitarist in the world that does a wah-wah mouth guitar. Wah, 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 wah. Pretty good, huh? That'll be tomorrow, though. That's just a little taste of it. Come on over, Mouth Guitar Guy. Mouth Guitar Guy was preempted yesterday because of the news conference after the tragic shooting in South Minneapolis at Annunciation School. So he wasn't able to do the music he was supposed to yesterday. So do I have this right? You're going to do a 6-song medley right now?
Wow. Sure am.
We've never done a medley. What are the 6 songs?
Well, actually, come to think of it, let me do the medley, and then I'll talk about the song.
Okay, very good. Here we go. 6-song medley. It's Mouth Guitar Guy at the Minnesota State Fair.
Before less than important, you leave him pocket the mouth. It's with my woman, cause he's gonna help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am drowning all the time. Sabbath, bloody Sabbath, what you gonna do? Nothing ain't but dying, nothing force for you. You know mine. My name is Lucifer, be like my man. Very late at home, late at night. Suddenly I got afraid. Well, I went to the doctor and besides what I saw. Fairies wear boots and dancing with their dwarf. Wine and dine is whiskey's quicker. Chance is low with liquor. Kneeling down and crying out sorrow. Kneeling down to wait tomorrow. Kneeling down, wondering why. And I'm wondering why. And I understand well. Don't you know what it's real about? Come on, people. You know it's you got it.
There is the 6-song medley, mouth guitar guy. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. You've never done that before. I hope you do that again. What were the 6 songs that you played today?
Bark at the Moon, Paranoid, NIB, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I also did Fairies Wear Boots and Suicide Solution.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I'm telling you what. I mean, you nailed it on every one of them, too.
You gotta be out of breath.
Yeah, well done.
Not really. I'm not a breath.
No. I mean, you know what I really like over the years? You've added more vocals to your mouth guitaring than you ever did before. Before you were strictly mouth guitar, if I remember correctly. But you've been adding more vocals. I think it's your strength now.
Right. I love impersonating singers.
And you do a great job.
I like doing that.
Can you do Elvis Presley? If you worked on it. Not your style?
Probably.
Yeah, but you probably could do it.
But Andy Kaufman was better.
Yeah, he was better, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So now for tomorrow, you'll be back again. What do you have for the final? I know we're doing dueling mouth guitars to end the show, but what else are you going to do tomorrow?
Iron Man.
Iron Man as the tribute to Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath continues. Mouth guitar guy, great work. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
That's mouth guitar guy. He ends the show again. Iron Man tomorrow, and then we'll close it out with dueling mouth guitars. Mouth guitar guy myself. Thank Mark Rosen. Thank Zumwinkle and Heise. We thank who else?
Russo.
And Michael Russo for joining us today. Stick around. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon, and we have Program Password. We're going to have a little bit at 1, then Program Password with Cove and Justin Guard at 1:30. But stick around. Big Ticket and JG, they're next right here at the fair. Thanks for coming by, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Good night. Rosa, you don't know nothing.
Good night, folks. Good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are.
I'm a fraud.
Yes.
Listen back to any of Common Man's programs by podcasting on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.
In the heat of battle, your squad relies on you. Don't let them down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Dominate every match with next-level speed, seamless streaming, and performance that won't quit. And push your gameplay beyond limits with Intel Core Ultra processors. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel Inside. Maximize your edge by shopping at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.